Hey everyone, and welcome back for a very long overdue episode of the Ravenport Let's Play series. Many apologies that this series kind of got put on hold, which I'll explain while I get the combine ready so we can do some harvesting. Basically, I had a few issues with my internet and I was really struggling to get videos uploaded. And yeah, really struggling to get videos uploaded, and only just about managing to get one video a day up. So as the time-lapse series get a lot more views, they kind of took priority. So basically what was happening, my upload speed literally rocketed down. It's like I was taking 14 hours to upload one video, which was absolutely ridiculous. So I have now got that sorted. I have had to take a contract out for a 4G home broadband, which does mean now I can upload videos a lot quicker. So that's kind of sorted, although it's not cheap. Where I live, that was kind of the only option I had. One of the downsides of living not quite in the middle of nowhere, but in a rural area in the UK, we don't have fibre optic broadband to the property, so our internet connection is very poor. So yeah, the time-lapse videos took priority as I wanted to try and keep those daily. I did miss a couple of days on the weekends, I think, with those as well, where I just couldn't get the video uploaded in time. So I've been looking forward to getting back to this series, but also because it's been so long being on this map now, kind of lost a little bit of interest on, because I've played on this map so much, with this series and on the time-lapse series. So I did also do 2 further episodes since the last one. The last time I did any recording, I did actually 3 episodes back to back. And stupidly, because I hadn't got those edited and rendered to upload, because I just basically put them on hold while I was sorting the internet out, I accidentally deleted those videos. So I've lost the last 2 videos. So I'll try as best as I can to quickly recap what we did. So I can't exactly remember what we did in the very last episode. I should have really gone back and had a quick look through just to refresh the memory. So I think since the last one, we've sold some more horses. I think we also sold some pigs, and we did some grass cutting, some hay bales. We did buy a new baler, which I have sold again. We'll look at buying that back. So we did quite a bit. So we've got $327,000. I'm not sure how much we had after the previous episode. So this field, which is the sunflowers, field 19, we've also got field 23 and 14 and 15, the 2 fields we combined, are all ready to harvest. I think we've got wheat in 23 and canola, I think, in 14 and 15. I think we was going to use those for pig food, so we'll try and get those done as well today. So we'll do this one first, as we're here. I'll get this one finished, and then we'll move over to get the others done. 23 we can bale the straw. Obviously since the last episode as well, there's been quite a few mods that have come out. I haven't added any to this particular game at the moment. It's kind of trying to make the most of having a bit of time to get an episode done. So I haven't really added any mods in. I do really find this header's quite awkward to use sometimes with the sunflowers. Always tends to miss a bit. And also the Anderson DLC, which has now been released obviously since the previous episode. I do have that enabled, so we can have look at some of that stuff at some point. So one thing I have been thinking about with this map as well, and it's a question I want to ask those that do enjoy the Let's Play series. I know the views aren't anywhere near as much as the time-lapse stuff, but I still want to do these videos because I enjoy doing them as well. It's a bit of a change from doing the time-lapse stuff, and I just crash our header into a rock. I don't know what I'm actually doing here. Should have done another pass around the headland, I think. So I've been thinking about moving this series, not kind of finishing the series, but continuing the series, but moving it to the New Woodshire map that came out a week or so ago. It's a very similar map to this one. It does use a lot of assets from this, like a lot of buildings and the sell points and the train stuff are from this map. But it is different. So I thought I'd ask the question to you guys what you like to do. Do you want me to continue here on Ravenport and finish this series off, should I say, or do you want me to continue the series over on New Woodshire? Basically what I'd do is transfer over all the equipment we've got, transfer some of the money as well from selling the land and the animals, and then kind of just carrying on from there, but on a new map, and then we can actually have a proper go building the farm up on that map instead of doing it on this one. Because one of the other problems I've got on this is a modded version of Ravenport, which fortunately I've not had really many problems with. And I think on the last episode I was running the 1.3 beta patch on this map without any problems, but since the 1.3 game update there was a few issues that seem to have crept into this map, and I'm not sure how to go about fixing them. I've had to play around with Giant's Editor to like edit maps and stuff, but when it comes to XML files and scripts on maps and all that stuff, I have got no idea at all. But so I'll let you guys decide on that one, so let me know in the comments what you'd like to do. So that's just a thought of moving to New Woodshire. I mean, we could move to that map and just completely start again from scratch rather than continue this series, or possibly another map that's been released that I'm not currently doing anything on. So we are 91% full, and we are the wrong way around for the header in the crop. So we'll fill this up and we'll grab our trailer and then get this unloaded. Yeah, so let me know in the comments. I'll probably hold off recording another episode on this one until this one's been published and I've seen what the comments have said. If we do move to New Woodshire and continue this one, I'll probably do a final episode on this map. I kind of like just showing what kind of what we're actually going to do with selling the land off. How much money we're going to have on that, because I don't want to take too much money that it's just going to be far too easy. So we'll kind of adjust it to suit. So we'll take the Maxim, I think. No, I'll take the Magnum. That's got the row crops on. So there is a new version of this that was released on the mod hub as well. I think it's got a few different tyre options, which if we do transfer over, I may swap to that one, just change over the vehicle, because I think that one's a bit more of a US style with the wheel options and stuff. And don't forget the actual trailer. Would be helpful if we take this. Yeah, because what I can do is I can transfer all the vehicles over, so they'll have the same working hours on, the same value, so we're not going to gain stuff by like having brand new equipment. There is, I think the pickup truck I would like to change. The one I've got is an early version. I think there's possibly a newer version of that one that's been released now. If not, there are a couple of other trucks I've got that I've installed that could possibly change to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue this field and get this finished. So the one will head over and get the wheat in field 23, and then we'll rebuy the baler that I previously bought. We can get the straw baled up, and then try and get fields 14 and 15 done as well, if possible, if time allows. So what I'll do is just leave that one there, and I'll jump back in this, and I'll get this finished. Okay, so not much left to do on this field. The yield doesn't seem particularly great. I'm not sure if we did get the full fertilisation. For some reason I was expecting a little bit more than we have got currently, but never mind. And I really do not like this header. I don't know why it's so difficult. I'm picking up that rod. If you're far too close to the edge of the header, it just will not pick it up. Never mind. So we'll get this into the silos, and what I'll probably do is, if we do move maps, on the last episode we'll sell all the crops off we've got to obviously give us a little bit more money. If not, obviously we can sell it anyway, but we'll wait for a good price rather than just sell it straight away, as I don't think we've particularly got a huge amount. So you want trouble with these smaller fields is you don't get massive amounts of crop off them. So we've had, what's that, about 10, I don't know, come we'll add around about 22,000 litres, as we are just pretty much full again. So we'll get this unloaded. I do also need to check up on the animals. I forgot we've already unloaded a little bit, so that trailer is going to be full now, isn't it? I did put a little bit in there, I think about 3,000 litres or so. So we're going to have 21 plus what's left in the combine, and then whatever else I have. So we'll probably have about 25,000 litres. So that's the trailer full. So I'll tidy up these little bits. I'll finish off that last little bit up there, and then we'll head over to the next field. Okay, so sunflowers are all harvested, so we're just gonna give our header a little clean off, and we'll get this repaired, and then we'll get the other header and head over to the next field. So we got Just over 25,000 litres from the sunflowers, which isn't too bad. As I say, what we'll do, we'll keep down the silo for now, and if we do move maps, we'll sell all the crops we've currently got. So this header is a very tight fit into this garage, just about fit. I want to lower that down and drop that off, and then we can pick up our other header if I get the right way. So what I'll do with the wheat, we'll get the work started. So header's a bit too far forward on the trailer. Some of these trailers are to make some better ones for some of these headers that do fit a little bit better. And what we'll do, I'm just going to drive with the head like this. It's not as if we're going far and there's no traffic to contend with. I'll get a worker started going, and then we'll go and pick up the baler. We'll start baling the straw we'll probably just sell it. Now, I don't think we need any straw at the moment. We've got plenty of bales back at the farm, so it gives us a little bit of extra money. So we need to enable the straw swath. If I remember, straw swath enable. Now what I'm going to do for this, I'm using the beta version of the artificial extension mod. So this is the version 1.0.0.1.8, which is probably an out-of-date version. There's probably a new version. I do need to have a look. Now, it's been a few days since I've last checked for an update on the GitHub for that. There is a link to that on the mod hub. I say there are various other websites with it on, but get it from the GitHub, which is the official link that I've got on my mod list. So if we set a worker on that, he should hopefully continue going around the headlands a couple of times at least, and then we'll swap him over and just going up and down. Yeah, so it is the official link that's on the mod list to the GitHub version, which is obviously a beta version. As soon as that was released on there, a lot of people re-uploaded it to some of the other sites, but it is a severely outdated version. The only trouble with the GitHub is you do need to unzip the file when you download it. Don't just put the first file you get straight in your mods folder. You do need to unzip it and then take out the FS19 AI vehicle extension folder and then put that into your mod folder, because it's like several folders within a folder when you download it. I'm not sure if that's the same as the other websites or whether they've extracted it and then re-uploaded just that single file. I'm not sure, so we'll just leave the trailer there. What we'll do is we'll head up to Carlo's. I do believe Carlo has a branch in New Woodshire as well, so if we do move there, we'll still be able to keep Carlo in business. So we'll head up the store and we'll pick up the new baler, and we can start following the combine round, baling up the straw. What we'll do, we'll probably lease one of the new Anderson bale collectors just to try that out. Okay, so we're at Carlo's and we want baling technology. I did mention before about we was going to buy this one, and so this is the Elite Mod in Quebec. It's an edited version of this one, which was released on the mod hub by Giants, the Big Baler 1290. So this is the New Holland BB 340, so North American red version. You can have an additional tank on which doesn't do anything. I think it's just for a visual appearance. Wheel setup, you've got a few different options. We'll just keep it standard. This one you can adjust the capacity, which is what I really like about it. So you can have the standard 4,000 litre, 5,000 litre, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10,000 litre capacity bales. I really do like doing the 8,000 litre because it just halves the amount of bales we have to deal with. So we're going to go for that one. We can change that back at any time, just in your vehicle workshop, so you're not stuck with that. So we'll go with that again. So it's 103,000. But I say, either way, if we do continue this series on the new map, or whether we kind of stay on this map, we're going to get some use out of this. So we'll get that hooked up and we'll head back down to field 23 and start baling up the straw. Okay, so we're back down at 23. Just need to empty the combine because it's full, so we'll just drop the baler off. One thing I forgot, because I've not used this tractor for a while, is quite how slow it is compared to some of the other stuff. Only top speed of 26 miles an hour. Most of the other stuff I've been using recently is it's not all of it's that much faster, but this one for some reason just feels so much slower. So what we'll do, we'll get the combine unloaded and then we can start baling up the straw around the headlands. So when the worker gets back down to that bottom corner where the baler is, we'll get it going up and down the field. Hopefully we'll have to try and drop the bales somewhere where they're not going to be in the way of the combine turning. So this will be 10,000 litres, so we should get quite a bit off this field. I'll just check the animals while waiting for that to unload. So the pigs need, well, they don't need anything at the moment. The straw's a little bit low, so we could do with topping that up. The wheat barley, which will give some of them this week, we've got, and the canola from up 14 and 15 as well. So we'll go and drop this back off down the bottom. Let's get our baler hooked up and get that one folded. Turn that on, lower the pickup down. This baler tractor's struggling a little bit going uphill with this baler. We may need to switch to the New Holland. Yeah. Alright, let's turn that off, leave that there. Drop that down. We'll swap that over, we'll get the New Holland, which is going to be a little bit easier. We'll just leave this tractor doing the carting. I just want to stop that combine there. I'll just unload this and then we'll set this off to just going up and down rather than spiralling around the field. So I'll get this set back off and I'll go and grab the New Holland, and then we'll continue the baling. Okay, so we've got the New Holland, the T8. Hopefully will be a lot better for pulling the baler uphill. Well, not much better, still. It's only getting 6 miles an hour. The hill must be a little bit steeper than it looks. So it looks like our first bale coming off, so try and make sure that doesn't drop. So we just turn that off and unload. Just drop those 2 off there so they're not going to be in the way of the combine turning. And we can just carry on. So that's first 2 bales off already, so we haven't got 1 pass around the field, nearly got 3 bales off, so as I say, double capacity bale, so we're not going to get a huge amount, but we should still earn a little bit extra. And what I might actually do is buy the square barrel collector rather than just lease it, because then we've got it to use all the time then. So it'll be handy when we start doing some more silage bales. So what we'll do now is, just so we're not going to get in the way of the combine, we'll start going up and down the field. I forget because I've got the AI vehicle extension on up and down, but it's following the actual contours of what the crop rather than just going in a straight line like the standard worker does. He's going to need unloading, so we'll just stop him there and we'll get this unloaded. Turn the this tractor off. Was left running, so I think we're going to be full, or pretty close to being full with the trailer. So what we'll do, we'll get this trailer over to the pigs and give it to them for feed, and then anything else we got off the field we'll put into the silo. So that's the trailer full, and we've got just over 1,000 litres left in the combine. So what I'll probably do, we'll go and get the trailer emptied. I just reset the worker off. Just make sure the auto steer's on. Right, so let's go and get this emptied. We'll give this to the pigs. See how much of this they actually take. So if we do transfer over maps, I don't know whether we'll sell all the animals off we've got and then just start from scratch, or in terms of the animals and just like buy new ones, or whether to transfer over, because obviously we're going to have to rebuild all the animal enclosures. So if we do move to New Woodshire, I don't want to use the default farm or starting location. There's a couple of areas I've looked at where it's possibly good areas to build up a farm from scratch on that one. So that's kind of what I want to do rather than use the default farm. I know some of the buildings you can sell, but you can't get rid of all of them. So there's quite a lot of the storage buildings and that are still on the map, and you can't remove those. So we'll get this in here. This case, or the international tractor here as well, that's one other one I'd like to replace. Simply the fact that one, it was a early conversion from 17 to 19, and although it works fine, there's a few slight things like the fuel doesn't work on it, and the lights work but they don't actually work. They don't show up on the vehicle like they're on, but you do get the effect of them being on. And fortunately it doesn't appear that there's been any future updates to that one, so I would like to swap that one out as well. We'll get back to the field and carry on with the baling. Okay, so we're back in the New Holland on the baler, and we'll get this done. So then we'll go and pick up the bale collector and get these bales over to the sell point. Okay, so our work has sort of finished. I'm not sure quite where he's going. I think he's getting a little bit lost, so we'll just go and stop him. I'm not quite sure where he was trying to get to there. Yeah, one of the downsides to using a beta mod is you do get a few issues like that. We'll stop that off and get this unloaded. We'll probably leave the canola for now. I don't think we're going to get time to do that in this episode. So what I say, if we stay on this map, we'll obviously do that anyway, but if we do move, I will do at least one more episode on this map before we do move, and we'll get that all harvested. So what I'll do is I'll get all this put away, I'll get the rest of the straw finished off, get all that baled up, and then we'll go and get the bale collector. Okay, so we've baled up all the straw. We've got 15 bales in total, so that would have been 30 bales if we'd have done the 4,000 litre ones. So we'll only have one load on the bale collector to take to the barn. So we just go and purchase that first. So we want baling technology again, and so obviously we got the standard artisan which we've used before. I'm hoping to start using a lot of this stuff. I haven't actually tried these, either of these out yet, so we may have a look at some of those in the future. So we want the square bale. So we've got the Stack Pro 7200, and then we've got the TSR 3450, which is obviously the cheap one, which only does 14 bales. So it's quite a big difference in price, like $32,000 for just an extra 2 bales. I think this one's more designed for wrap bales, I think, compared to this one. Yeah, I think this one's more designed for wrap bales. As the other one's got the rollers on, so you're not gonna catch up the wrap and stuff. It's an expensive piece of kit, but I think we'll buy this one. We are going to get a lot of use out of it. So we will make the money back on it eventually. So we've got field 18 here, which I think we harvested corn. I don't know if that's something that got done in one of the videos that was missing. I'm just going to check I didn't buy any fields, did I? Try and do this while we're driving along without crashing. If I actually get the right thing. No. Just checking. I can't remember if I actually bought another field in one of those missing episodes. But we didn't, so pretty much got the same as what we had before. So this is the, don't think I've used this one, this bale collector. I did buy it on Marwell Manor, and then that episode I re-recorded. Well, I only got, I think, 25% in through that episode, and I re-recorded it. And then didn't buy this. So technically I've not used it in any of my videos, but I have actually used this particular one before. So it's quite cool how it works for the way it picks it up. I say it's more designed for the wrap bales, that you're not picking them up with like the Artisan, I think, uses like gripper teeth on the collector, which like kind of pulls the bales up, which obviously wrap bales then it'll just shred all the plastic off. So you can see how this one picks them up. It doesn't damage the bales, so you're not going to damage the bale wrap. And then you've got the rollers where it rolls along the trailer. Okay, so that's the last bale, so we'll get these up to the barn. And then get this unloaded. Let's see how much money we make off these bales. Make a little bit of money back for our new investments. Let's get these unloaded. It would have been nice to have the rain bales, because obviously the rain bale collector does the 24 bales now, which is obviously a huge improvement on the previous rain bale collector we had, which was only 8. So get those unloaded. So that's 10,951 for 15 bales, which is the equivalent to 30 bales, which I don't know what the price of straw is currently. It doesn't seem a huge amount. Oh, it's not too bad. 100 no, it's only 91 actually. So yeah, price of straw was not very good at all. So let's get this load down. I'll get this back to the farm. And we'll probably leave it there because we're up to 40 odd minutes. So what I'll probably do, I'll get the animals cleaned out before then. I'm hoping to get this video up within the next day or two. So let me know in the comments if you want me to stay on this map and finish this series off here, or continue the series over on New Woodshire, or if there's another map. I don't think for a continuation, I think New Woodshire is like the perfect map to kind of continue this series on. Kind of makes sense being an American map. It'll be just like selling up the land on this one and buying some new land in a different area of America. So that one kind of makes more sense than moving to a completely different continent or anything like that with a different map. But if that's kind of there's another map, then we can always end this series and finish this off. So really disappointed that I haven't been able to get the time to get more episodes done on this one. So kind of been a bit frustrating and a little bit annoying that we've not been able to progress it as much as I would have liked to have done. So hopefully now my internet's sorted, I can get a few more episodes of the Let's Plays up. I can't do them every day, and the time-lapse stuff, it's just too much. I just don't have the time to do that. So if I do continue the Let's Plays, it'll probably be, hopefully try and do it as before, which will be 3 episodes a week on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. That's probably about the most I can get do. Possibly occasionally may have 4 in 1 week, depending on the time I get. Say I would love to do one every day as well, but I just really can't do it. It's just not enough time in the day for me to do these on that. So I'm probably going to do slightly longer, so around about 40 minutes. I was going to try and keep them shorter, but I just don't seem to get much done. So they're possibly around about the 40-minute mark, but 3 episodes a week, hopefully going forward. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you'd like to do. Continue here, move on to New Woodshire, continue in this series, or just start a new series from fresh. If you do have any other questions, comments, then please do leave them down in the comment section. I will try and answer them as soon as possible. And if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, then please do consider subscribing. We've got Farming Simulator 19 videos coming every day with the time lapse, and then hopefully 3 times a week with the Let's Plays. And if you did enjoy this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all probably back on Ravenport. I will probably try and get another episode done on here, at least. And then we'll see, depending on what the comments are, if we'll do another one then, or a transition episode or what. So again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.